Hello everyone, this is Aryan Thakkar, your coach and mentor, and welcome back to my YouTube channel on Aryan Tutorials, where in this video, I'm going to take up your Act 3, Scene 6, the last scene for Act 3 for ISC Class 12's Macbeth. I know I have been a little off track from posting English because I had a lot to cover up in economics, which I already did. अब बस एक last chapter बचा है and now on अब आपके English के भी regular videos आना start हो जाएंगे. So if anybody who's watching this channel for the first time and if this is the first video that you're watching, then I would request you to kindly subscribe and check out my earlier videos. I can guarantee you, assure you that इससे ज़्यादा अच्छा quality explanation आपको और कहीं मिलेगा नहीं, क्योंकि हर चीज़ डिटेल में आईएससी ओरिएंटेड पैटर्न में, आईसीएसई एंड आईएससी ओरिएंटेड पैटर्न में आपको पढ़ाया जाता है. ठीक है, सो विदाउट वेस्टिंग मच टाइम लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. अगर आपको पसंद है तो जरूर से इस वीडियो को लाइक करिएगा, अपने कमेंट्स को ड्रॉप करिएगा, कोई भी अगर डाउट हो, कोई क्वेरी हो, जरूर से उसको ड्रॉप करिए, मैं उसको पढ़ के आपको रिप्लाई बैक करूंगा. ठीक है, सो स्टार्टिंग विद एक्ट 3 सीन 6. सबसे पहले एक छोटा सा ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन आपको दे देता हूं. इट्स अ वेरी शॉर्ट सीन, इट्स अ वेरी ब्रीफ सीन, एंड इन स्पाइट ऑफ इट बीइंग शॉर्ट, इट इज ड्रामेटिकली वेरी सिग्निफिकेंट. ठीक है, because the scene is laced with dramatic irony. The critical remarks which are made by the characters over here, that is Lennox and an unnamed lord, it provides us with a sideline. Sideline का मतलब होता है public's opinion कि right now at this point, at this critical juncture, बाकी सारे minor characters जो है, the nobles of Scotland, what are their opinion regarding Macbeth and his rule. Now, Lennox is very mindful when he is talking with the Lord because he understands the current political unrest which has, encircled Scotland. जो अभी जैसा हालत चल रहा है स्कॉटलैंड का in terms of their political condition, it is very uncertain. And he's apprehensive of this fact, he's very mindful of this fact that he cannot speak anything about Macbeth or Lady Macbeth openly because it might cost him his life. You never know, अगर ये लॉर्ड would be Macbeth's paid spy, अगर Macbeth ने उसको spy करने के लिए दिया होगा, so he might go and inform Macbeth that Lennox was suspicious of you, and it can cost him his life as well, because Banquo has been murdered so far, Duncan has been murdered, that is the act of regicide has been committed, Malcolm and Donalbain has escaped Scotland, they have flung from Scotland. At the same time, Fleance is also missing. So it is a very unusual and strange things which are happening all together collectively एक साथ, which is happening in Scotland. तो at first Lennox बहुत subtle way में, being a little defensive and sitting somewhere on the fence, he will speak with Lord, try to gain his opinion that what are his thoughts about Macbeth, and then openly together they are going to declare Macbeth as a tyrant, as an evil king whose under whose reign, R-E-I-G-N, reign yani rule, they are feeling accursed. Accursed yani they are feeling cursed, like Scotland is under it's under a very gory curse, very disastrous curse के उसके राज में ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे श्रापित जीवन वो लोग जी रहे हैं स्कॉटलैंड के अंदर. ठीक है, so let's start Act 3 Scene 6. It takes place in Foz, the palace, somewhere little in the corner of the palace where nobody else is available, so that they can have a very confidential and a secretive kind of a conversation. Enter Lennox and another lord. Now the lord is unnamed, उसका कुछ नाम नहीं है, and they are having a conversation. जैसे opening line खुल रहा है, once the opening line opens, we come to know that they might have had a conversation before, or they were in the middle of a conversation when the scene opens all of a sudden, कि वो लोग कुछ बात कर चुके already. So see क्या लिखा है, my former speeches have but hit your thoughts. So my earlier speeches, my former means my earlier speeches, which have hit your thoughts means we were on the same page, which indeed has some similarities. तो हम लोग जो इससे पहले बात कर रहे थे, मैं जो तुम्हें बता रहा था, I think now we are on the same page, and since we can draw out some similarities, we can outline some similarities from that, which can interpret further. If we try to interpret that more, if we try to analyze it deeper, only I say, the only thing which I have to say is things have been strangely born, means strange things are happening in Scotland as of now. Something is little off and something is not right with Scotland. कुछ तो गलत हो रहा है Scotland में, because now लिस्ट इट डाउन. नंबर 1, क्या क्या, व्हाट आर द स्ट्रेंज थिंग, क्योंकि आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है. विच स्ट्रेंज थिंग्स इज लेनेक्स टॉकिंग अबाउट? What strange things are Lennox talking about? Strangely born. So number 1 would be the gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth and Mary he was dead. ठीक है, number 1. सबसे पहला gracious Duncan. Why word gracious has been attached with Duncan? To give him that title of nobility. That Duncan indeed was a noble of a king. So gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth, means Macbeth showered excessive and immense amount of love on Duncan, but sadly whatever love he showered upon him, it was only after his death. Duncan के मर जाने के बाद Macbeth ने जो इतनी तारीफ की Duncan की, इतना like he was like hosting him in a very devoted manner, ठीक है, pitied of Macbeth, yani, you know, as if Macbeth was very much devoted to Duncan. But Mary, only after that, when Macbeth showed excessive amount of love to Duncan, he was dead. Number 1. And then number 2, the right means noble. ठीक है, right means noble. And valiant means brave. The right, that is noble and brave, Banquo walked too late. He was walking at the night time, at the late evening, which he shouldn't have. So while he had gone for a walk, he was walking too late, whom you may say if it pleases you. And agar tumhe sahi lage, if you like to say that, if you want to say that, for once you can consider and say that Fleance killed him. ठीक है, Fleance killed him. Fleance killed his own father because Fleance fled. Fled means he had run away. Fleance वहां से भाग गया. Where Banquo's body was found, Fleance was nowhere to be found वहां पे. So for a moment, maybe you can say that, ठीक है, fine, Fleance is the one who killed his own father. So second strange thing, number 2, Fleance killed his own father. And then he gives a general advice that the current political situation is such that no men should be walking late at night. Men must not walk too late at night. बहुत देर तक उन्हें घूमना नहीं चाहिए रात में, as it can be dangerous for them. And third thing, यहां तक हो गया number 2 तक. Third strange thing, who will disagree, who will deny? Number 3, who cannot want the thought, who will disagree or who will deny this thought of monstrous means evilish, that it was how monstrous, how evilish it was for Malcolm and for Donalbain to kill their own gracious father. Number 3. So who will disagree with this fact that it was indeed very evil of Malcolm and Donalbain to kill their own father? Now there is a term which you need to know. It is regarded as parricide. Regicide तो आपने सुना है. Regicide is the act of killing a king. But when a child kills his own father, his or her own father, it is regarded as an act of parricide. अपने खुद के पिता का हत्या करना को parricide बोलते हैं. So Macbeth had accused Malcolm and Donalbain of having committed the act of parricide, कि उन्होंने खुद ही अपने पिता को मार दिया. यही ब्लेम लगाया गया था, यही aspersion यानी allegation लगाए गए थे उसके ऊपर. Damned fact, something, damn this fact, something is wrong. कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. Something is not right. चीजें ठीक से बैठ नहीं रही है. Because ये जो 3 एक साथ unusual strange happenings हुए हैं स्कॉटलैंड में, how did it grieve Macbeth? How did it upset or made Macbeth utterly sad? Macbeth को इतनी तकलीफ क्यों हुई है? Why was Macbeth showing extreme amount of dissatisfaction and he was grieving over this fact that Duncan had been murdered? The son of the 2 sons of Duncan, that is Malcolm and Donalbain, they had run away from there. उसके बाद Banquo, during the banquet scene, banquet night, he was also killed. So how did it grieve Macbeth? इतना ड्रामा Macbeth और लेडी Macbeth क्यों कर रहे थे उनके ऊपर? उनका क्या ताल्लुक है? And then did he not straight, now he's questioning to the Lord and to himself in a questionnaire format अपने आप से सवाल पूछ के, like as if he's reflecting onto everything whatsoever has happened so far in the play. So did he not straight, that means did Macbeth not straight in his pious rage, pious means righteous, rightful, या आप बोल सकते हो holy, pious is holy, या devoted, someone who is extremely devoted, जब कोई बहुत ज्यादा devoted होता है, मैं वापस लिख दे रहा हूं, pious is holy, या आप devoted बोल सकते हो. Devoted rage, rage means anger. Did not Macbeth in his holy anger, rightful anger, the two delinquents tear? Delinquents are the servants who were in a drunk fit, ठीक है, they were in a drunken fit, alcohol के नशा में थे, tear means killed. So did not Macbeth in his rightful anger kill the two guards who were in a fit of intoxication, who were intoxicated or who were in their drunken fit? That were the slaves of drink and thralls of sleep, who were in a state of sleep. They were little slumberish. वो लोग नींद में भी थे, at the same time वो लोग नशे में भी थे. They were drunk as well. Was not that nobly done? He is questioning. Was it not a noble thing to do? क्या ये करना सही नहीं था? And then Lennox himself defenses this fact that yes, it indeed was, because अगर मैं भी शायद मैकबेथ की जगह पे होता तो शायद मैं भी यही करता. मुझे इतना गुस्सा आता उन गार्ड्स को देख के कि उनके हाथों में वेपन्स है. The daggers were placed beside the drunk guards. ठीक है, so the daggers were placed beside the drunk guard, and looking at them covered in blood, it would have aggravated anybody. It would have raged up anyone in anger, infuriated anyone in anger. गुस्सा हो जाता कोई भी, and I think they would have done the same thing which Macbeth did. So that were the slaves of, and was that not nobly done? Wasn't it a noble thing to do? Yes, it was. So he himself is questioning, and Lennox itself is answering. Himself is answering to the question that yes, and wisely too. Whatever Macbeth did was wise to do. ठीक ही किया शायद उसने, because it would have angered any heart alive. यानी अगर हम भी होते, if in Macbeth's place we would have been there, maybe it would have angered us as well. The way it angered Macbeth, it would have angered us as well to hear the men deny that they are not the ones who have killed Duncan, to deny them of their guilt. So it would have angered us. So that I say, and therefore I can conclude, I can say that he has borne all things well. That whatever Macbeth has done, he has done, I think, right. And this is ironical, where Lennox का remark is laced with critical satire over here. ठीक है, he is being a little sarcastic, saying that whatever he has done everything well. शायद उसने जो भी किया ठीक किया, लेकिन सब सही किया है, उसने संभाल लिया है हर चीज को. In that manner he is saying about Macbeth. ठीक है, and I do not think that and I do think, and I also think, to add further, I think that had he Duncan's son under his key, that if Malcolm and Donalbain would have been under Macbeth's custody right now, if Macbeth would have got hold of Malcolm and Donalbain, then they would have embraced the consequences of committing the act of parricide. तब उन्हें पता चलता कि क्या consequence होता है अपने खुद के पिता का हत्या करने का. So if Malcolm and Donalbain were under Macbeth's key, that is custody, as aunt please heaven he shall not, and I pray that they do not come under custody of Macbeth, क्योंकि Macbeth उनका बहुत बुरा दुर्दशा कर देगा. ठीक है, so मैं भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूँ, I pray to God that they might not they might not get caught under Macbeth's hands, or Macbeth does not get hold of them. So as please heaven that he shall not, they should find what were to kill a father. They should know the consequence. They would understand the repercussion of committing parricide. And so should Fleance. And even Fleance भी अगर Macbeth के हाथ आ जाए तो उसे भी पता चलेगा कि बैंकों को मारने का क्या नतीजा होता है. So right now, up till this point, since Macbeth has basically all the murders, as audience we know that all the murders and crimes which has taken place in Scotland, it has been planned out by Macbeth and Lady Macbeth. बैंको का छोड़ के, where Macbeth independently planned Banquo and Fleance's murder, but somehow Fleance managed to escape owing to the darkness. ठीक है, यहाँ तक हमने किया था. So these nobles, they don't know that what has happened. So they are trying to have a conversation to come to this conclusion why Macbeth has been so actively involved in all the incidents, key incidents which has taken place so far. So अगर Malcolm, Donalbain and Fleance Macbeth के हाथ में आ जाए, then they would understand what the consequences could be, how ghastly the consequences could have been if they were in Macbeth's custody. ठीक है, but peace, enough of that. For from broad words that, and cause he failed his presence at the tyrant's feast, but from broad words, from the words that I have heard, what others are saying is that cause he failed. Now, who is he? He is basically Macduff. Who is he over here? This he is Macduff. Since Macduff did not turn up for the banquet, Macbeth had sent for the invitation to Macduff and he had asked Macduff to come for the feast, for the banquet. And he failed. He did not turn up. His presence at the tyrant's feast. Now, this is for the first time when Lennox is addressing Macbeth as tyrant. Now, they have come to terms with this fact. They have come to terms with this fact that Macbeth's rule is not justified. It is not legitimate. It is not right. That is why they are addressing Macbeth as tyrant, as evil, as an evil ruler, dictator. That is tyrant. So since Macduff failed at the tyrant's feast, I hear Macduff lives in disgrace. So I have got to hear this fact that Macduff is no more in Macbeth's good books. Macbeth does not think highly of Macduff anymore. Sir, can you tell where he bestows himself? Can you tell me where Macduff is right now at this point of time? मुझे बता सकते हो Macduff कहाँ पे है? So the Lord replies, the son of Duncan. He's talking about Malcolm. The son of Duncan, from whom this tyrant holds the due of birth, lives in English court. So the son of Duncan, the elder son of Duncan, that is Malcolm, who had the right of becoming the king, who should have been the legitimate successor, heir, H-E-I-R, heir to the throne. I have heard that he has run away from Scotland and right now he is hiding somewhere in England. He has run to England and he has gone to English court and there he has been received. He has been accepted in the court of England where King Edward rules as of now. Now King Edward को Holy King बोला गया है, Pious बोला गया है, Holy King बोला गया है. क्यों बोला गया है? We'll come to that in the later scenes. आगे हमें पता चलेगा. So the son of Duncan, that is Malcolm, from whom this tyrant hold means stolen. कि Macbeth ने चुरा लिया है, उसका rightful birth of becoming the king after Duncan's death, holds the due of birth, that is the birthright of becoming a king, lives in English court. He is resided right now in England and he has been received, means accepted. He has been accepted of the most pious, that is saintly or holy Edward. Edward is the king of England with such grace that the malevolence of fortune nothing takes from his high respect. So he has been accepted by King Edward in such a grace, means so gracefully, that all the aspersions and all the accusations which were imposed upon Malcolm, यानी जो भी उसके ऊपर आरोप लगाए गए हैं कि शायद उसने अपने पिता का हत्या कर दिया है, वहां पे वो उसका इमेज को, मैल्कम के इमेज को इम्पैक्ट नहीं किया है इन बिफोर किंग एडवर्ड. ठीक है. सो he has been accepted with such grace, such respect, that the malevolence, that all the misfortunes and disgraces, nothing takes from his high respect, nothing stops him from being respected. Thither Macduff is gone to pray the Holy King, and there Macduff has gone. So even Macduff has gone to England. He has left for England to go and present his suit, to present his request before the Holy King, that is King Edward, upon his aid, to take his help, to seek his help, to seek his help. Aid means help. To wake Northumberland. Northumberland means the Earls of Northumberland, the soldiers of the northern England, that is Northumberland, with the help of Northumberland and warlike Siward. Now, warlike Siward means, Siward is a very experienced military strategist. So he is a very experienced soldier जो बहुत अच्छा वॉर स्ट्रैटेजीज बनाता है, एंड जब सीवर्ड लड़ाई करता है, आके द्वंद करता है, लड़ता है वॉर में, तो जीत उसी साइड का होता है जहां पे सीवर्ड जिस साइड में खड़ा रहता है, ठीक है. सो बेसिकली मैकडफ हैज गॉन टू stretch his means, to stretch his allies, and to make alliance with England, Northumberland, and warlike Seward to seek help from them so that they can raise up an army. वो लोग एक आर्मी को ला सके and they can march it down to Scotland, and by doing so they will be able to overthrow or depose, DEPOSE, depose Macbeth from the throne. Macbeth को हटाया जा सके उसके राज्य के पद से, ठीक है. So he has gone to pray the Holy King upon his head for his help to wake Northumberland, that is the northern England, and warlike Seward, the great warrior Lord Seward, that by the help of these, with the help of these, and with him above, that is with Almighty's blessing, with God's grace, and with the help of these alliances, to ratify the work, to accomplish the deed of deposing Macbeth, overthrowing Macbeth from his throne, kingly throne. And after that, once Macbeth will be overthrown, post that Macduff ऐसा सोचता है कि एक बार Macbeth हट जाए अपने राज्य से, we may again give to our tables meat, we shall be able to dine, eat, sup peacefully, हम लोग अच्छे से शांति से खाना खा पाएंगे. Sleep to our nights, we shall be able to induce peaceful sleep at night, because right now the atmosphere is so tense, the current condition of Scotland is so tense that neither of any people can sleep soundly, can sleep peacefully. So we shall be able to sleep to our nights, free from our feast. We will be free to take up any festivity or celebration, and banquets bloody knife, and we shall be saved from any sort of violence that takes place during festivities or gatherings. कि जैसे बैंक्वेट हुआ और बैंक्वेट के टाइम पे ही बैंकों का मर्डर हो गया उसी दिन में, तो हमारे बैंक्वेट्स में, हमारे सेलिब्रेशंस में एंड फेस्टिविटीज में देयर विल बी नो मोर ऑफ वायलेंस, ठीक है. डू फेथफुल होमेज, एंड वी शैल बी एबल टू गिव द राइट ट्रिब्यूट, होमेज इज ट्रिब्यूट, टू द पीपल हु हैव डाइड इन स्कॉटलैंड. हम लोग ठीक से श्रद्धांजलि भी नहीं दे पाए हैं उन लोगों को जो लोग मर चुके हैं मैकबेथ के राज में. सो वी शैल बी एबल टू ग्रांट, गिव the due respect of the deceased nobles of Scotland and receive free honors, and the titles which have been snatched under Macbeth's rule from us, we shall be able to regain it back once again, ठीक है. All which we pine for now, and this is what all we crave for right now. And this report, and not just us, this report has reached Macbeth as well. Macbeth knows that Macduff has gone to England. उसे शायद शक हो गया है, अंदाजा हो गया है. So Macbeth was suspicious of Banquo, तो उसे उड़वा दिया, मरवा दिया. Now he is suspicious of Macduff as well. So of course it is foreshadowing that Macbeth is going to descend down into more criminality. It is exposing the subtle hint. It is giving a subtle hint or irony that Macbeth is going to further stoop down to more and more violence to maintain his position as a king, ठीक है. And maybe this report has so exasperated, यानी it has annoyed, it has irritated Macbeth to such an extent. Macbeth has heard this and it has annoyed him, irritated him to such an extent that the king, that is Macbeth, he prepares for some attempt of war, that he has started the preparation for war, for raging a war. ठीक है, that war is going to break out soon. He's preparing up for the war. Send he to Macduff? Didn't he send anyone to Macduff? क्या वो किसी को भेजा नहीं था Macduff को बुलाने के लिए? He did, yes, he did send someone to Macduff, and the messenger who had gone to invite Macduff over or to stop Macduff going from England, and with an absolute sir, not I. So the messenger who was sent to him, Macduff had very absolutely well, in a very formal and a firm manner, sharp tone, formal tone, he had denied, sir, not I am not going to come. So I deny Macbeth's request to appear before him. मैं नहीं आने वाला Macbeth से मिलने के लिए. And then upon hearing this, जैसे उस messenger ने ये सुना, he immediately turned his back. The cloudy messenger turns me his back. He turned his back onto Macduff as if humming. So जैसे उसने अपनी पीठ दिखाई, it is a sign, तुरंत ये सुन के कि मैं नहीं आऊंगा, उसने अपना पीठ घुमा लिया. So it is a sign that you know कि जाके बताता हूँ मैं मैकबेथ को ये सारी बातें कि तुमने क्या बोला है और उसके बाद देखना तुम्हारा क्या होगा. So the moment he turned his back, it seemed as if he was humming. He was saying that you will regret this answer of yours. तो जो मैसेंजर ने अपना पीठ घुमाया मैकडफ को, इट सीम्ड एज इफ वो मैकबेथ का ही वर्ड्स बोल रहा है, लाइक ही इज सेइंग इट ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ मैकबेथ दैट फॉर दिस आंसर यू विल पे फॉर इट. ठीक है. And hums as who should say, you'll rue the time, you'll regret the day that clogs me with this answer, that you have given me this answer, that you will not come before Macbeth. Lennox. And that well might advise him to a caution. I think that is enough for Macduff to be cautious of Macbeth and to stay away from Scotland and to stay away from Macbeth as far as possible. जितना हो सके दूर रहे Macbeth से और Scotland से, शायद यही भला होगा Macduff का, इसी में उसकी भलाई है. So this is a warning enough, and I think it is advice him to a caution. It is a good advice for him to be cautious of Macbeth and of Scotland, to hold what distance, to stay away his wisdom can provide. So jitna ho sake, if he is to act wise, if Macduff is to act wise, then out of his wisdom he should try to stay as much as possible away from Scotland and from Macbeth. Some holy angel, and then he is praying that may some holy angel, कि भगवान करे कोई फरिश्ता आए एंड फ्लाई टू द कोर्ट ऑफ इंग्लैंड, कोई जल्दी से जाए इंग्लैंड में एंड ये सब सारी बातें जो अभी हमने डिस्कस की है जाके मैकडफ को बताए एंड फर्दर इन्फॉर्म्स मैकडफ एंड मैल्कम अबाउट द करंट पॉलिटिकल टेंशन व्हिच इज देयर इन स्कॉटलैंड. So may some holy angel fly to the court of England and inform his message ere he come, before he comes here, that a swift blessing may soon return to our suffering country under a hand accursed. That we need something, we need a blessing in order to save our country under this hands accursed is a very important line. Because Lennox believed that they are living under a servile and a cursed country. They are living under Macbeth's servileness. Servileness का मतलब होता है like they are like servants to Macbeth. Macbeth जो भी बोल रहा है उनको वही करना पड़ रहा है. They cannot take their own independent decision and they cannot do anything freely. So I hope somebody immediately goes, some holy angel goes to England, fly to England and inform Macduff and Malcolm about the current political situation of Scotland, that it is right now under a cursed hand. Our country is cursed and it needs freedom. It craves for freedom. कि उसे बचाना बहुत जरूरी हो गया. Lord, I'll send my prayers with him. So Lord is like, भगवान करे वो फरिश्ता जल्दी जाए, मैं भी अपनी दुआएं उस फरिश्ते के साथ भेजना चाहूंगा. Like मेरी भी मन की इच्छा है, दिल की इच्छा है that Scotland needs to be saved immediately from this tyrant. ठीक है. And with this we come to an end of Act 3 Scene 6. So Act 3 Scene 6 के 3 मेन एलिमेंट जो बाहर निकलते हैं. सबसे पहला तो हमें पता चलता है that the current political scenario of Scotland is very unstable. So political instability of Scotland. Second is it incites यानी instills. It incites means instills suspicion. As I said in the beginning that this scene is giving us a sideline of public's opinion कि लोग क्या सोच रहे हैं Macbeth and Lady Macbeth के बारे में. So over here Lennox feels suspicious of Macbeth, that how Macbeth had a role to play in all the things, all the murders and crimes which has happened so far in Scotland. So he feels suspicious and then he is confirmed by the end. He's confirmed by the end because Lord and Lennox, they both declare Macbeth as a tyrant. So they are assured that Macbeth indeed has used some foul means to gain this position of becoming the king of Scotland. So it incites suspicion in the mind of noble and loose ends are tied up. So finally we get to see that the nobles, the aristocrats of Scotland, they have started turning against Macbeth. जैसे Lennox has finally turned against Macbeth and they are hoping for Macduff to return back soon from Scotland from England and with an army so that they can depose Macbeth, they can overthrow Macbeth. ठीक है. So I hope आपको समझ में आ गया होगा, and if you're liking my explanation and content, then please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Till then, keep studying, keep smiling. I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.